I love action films, and The Gorge is one of them. It also has a sci-fi theme to it to make it even more entertaining for the target audience. The film does really well with the actors, and they aren't the biggest names in Hollywood, but the films they are in are always entertaining. Fair warning though, there are spoilers ahead. The Gorge starts out with former US Marine scout sniper Levi Kane, played by Miles Teller, waking up from another PTSD nightmare. So basically, he's the lone, quiet guy. Levi Kane is then recruited by a private military contractor to safeguard the West Tower in an unconfirmed location. Meanwhile, Drasa, played by Anna Taylor Joy, a Lithuanian covert operative, is also recruited to guard the East Tower of the unconfirmed location. Okay? The unconfirmed location is the Gorge. It's just never explained where the Gorge actually is or even why guarding it is so important. They both have to guard their posts for a year, and after the year is done, they may return home. Drasser and Levi both discover what they need to keep from escaping the Gorge, and this is where the film gets more serious, as the enemy is some sort of undead creature or zombie, covered in vines or roots. But in the film, they are called Hollow Men. Even though there's a supernatural threat and Levi and Drasser need to keep in the Gorge, they both develop feelings for each other, and this is the part where the script completely lost me. I don't understand. I understand that the counterpart is female, but why does every film with a female lead have to lead to a romantic scenario? I don't understand. So Levi decides to break the rules and head over to the East Tower to meet up with Drasser and spend the night there. That's right. With the threat of being outnumbered by zombies, any man can find the time for a shag. But you know what? I can't blame Levi. He's been there for a couple of months, and Drasser is literally the only female for miles. I would zipline over there too. Drasser and Levi both end up in the Gorge, where they discover that the PMC is doing research on the effects of the Hollow Men and how to weaponize it. They both decide. Oh my gosh! They both decide that they need to destroy the Gorge, the Hollow Men, and the cloaking devices nearby that prevent the Gorge's activities from being detected via satellite. The PMC that recruited Drasser and Levi at the start of the film has been monitoring them this entire time and know that both of them now know too much. Both Drasser and Levi are then visited by the PMC known as Darkleg and are chased by them. Running up a hill for 5 minutes straight is super hard to do, but our heroes do it with ease even while being chased by state-of-the-art attack drones. They both are able to destroy the cloaking devices and the Gorge with a massive explosion sure to get the attention of all the satellites and those watching them. Drasser gets no response from Levi after the explosion, and she disappears for a few months, where Levi eventually finds her and they live happily ever after. Aww. No, that's not actually what I was expecting for this film, and it's a completely horrible ending, okay? This is what I thought. After finding out that it's you and one other person against a horde of zombies, would you really still stay there and guard the towers and the Gorge? They blew up the Gorge with a nuclear warhead, but how are they sure that the undead did not survive that? Even though they destroyed the towers, the weapons, and the cloakers in the process, so there's nobody to keep guard if the Hollow Men survived. With the cloakers destroyed, every government and private company with a satellite could view the Gorge and the explosion when the cloakers went down. So that means there would be a lot of official people visiting, and they would either get infected themselves or continue the research into the Gorge. What about the nuclear fallout from the explosion? Drasser and Levi were right there, and they had no vehicles to get away from that at least. Let's not forget that the PMC Darkleg has been researching this for years, so they already have a lot of samples. How safe are Drasser and Levi anyway? Darkleg is a private military company that has resources and mercenaries at their disposal. They would both have to be on the run forever because they know too much about the activities in the Gorge. So basically, for me, this film was like, take a job, shoot the bad guys, fall in love, and live happily ever after. Well, that's what you get when you release a film on Valentine's Day, I guess. That's all I have for the Gorge review rant. Don't forget to sub and hit the notification bell for more reviews and rants. Bye!